Lakshmi. Few
Okay.
seconds and we'll
Oh,
be
okay.
live
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. It's live already. It's already live. So, yeah, good morning, everybody, on a Sunday morning. Good morning. And good morning to everybody who's joining us on Facebook. Greetings from Optometry Council of India. We normally do a two-weekly kind of a Facebook Live session, and this is one of them. Normally, we do it during the weekends so that many people can join us and they're not hindered by their work. So today's panel is a very interesting panel, and I think an apt panel and a tribute I can say to Teachers' Day, which was yesterday. In the past couple of years, I have learned a lot from all these young optoms. I should be very honest in saying all of them have given me something to learn about. You know, their creativity, I'm absolutely in awe. Totally in awe of their creativity. That is something I just can't do, and I don't have that kind of patience as well. So I really admire, and I also have learned from all of them. So thank you to all the young teachers out here. And there is an X factor to all of this as well. And the X factor is, of course, Mr. Nilesh, who is an inspiration to all of these people who wears multiple hats, one of them being IACL, the other one being corporate hat. And I think the third, I can, generally put it as maybe the James Bond of the young optometrists.
कहाँ से ये नए titles लेके आते हो?
I came up with something, Nilesh. I was just thinking,
Awesome.
what should I call him as far as the young optometrists see you? So I think you're the James Bond for them. I'm sure all of them will agree.
And you said you are not being creative. I think you're doing well.
Thank you.
I have one more term. Godfather.
अरे बाप रे.
Oh my, that makes him old. No.
बोला आज मेरी केस लेनी है क्या?
So
Anyway,
yeah, so basically just discussing whatever they've been doing in terms of creating eye care awareness and all of that. And something that really struck me, when you talk to people and educators, they say, "Arey yaar, young optometrists sunte nahi hai, ye hai, wo hai," and all of that. And you always get, with respect to projects, at least I've always had people coming back to me and saying, "Okay, what is in it for me? What will I get back?" But when it comes to this group, they've never asked that. They've never said, "Okay, what's in it for me?" They are so enthusiastic about giving to the profession. And I think that is something we all ought to learn from. They are so giving in terms of, getting the profession to a different level, making public aware of what is eye care and stuff like that. So I think that is an inspiration for me and for many others. And also, I think it also changes that myth saying that, "Arey yaar, young optometrists, so, sunte nahi hai, ye karte nahi hai, wo karte nahi hai," and all of that. So I think it is, I would say it's partly, the onus is on people like me in terms of not really finding out what they want, So when, as an educator, you always say, "Arey, they don't do this, they don't do that." But how much have you gone a step further to find out what actually do they want in terms of learning, in terms of the learning process? How do they want that changed and stuff like that? I think that's also partly the onus falls on some people like me and other educators and stuff. So welcome to the panel, everybody. So a quick introduction. Ria, if you can just wave, Ria. She is a graduate from NSHM and she is now working at the Himalayan Institute in Siliguri. Anjali, she is a graduate from Nagar and now currently doing her master's from Nagar. And Master Hamza, I think everybody knows him, Hamza is, as I just was telling him, I said, he's the man in current times. He has, I think, learned throughout his life in terms of being a diploma holder from Municipal Eye Hospital, then after that getting on to as a graduate, and then further going on. And now he's working for an organization looking for, comorbidities associated with COVID. So the important man in today's time. Welcome, Hamza. And Zeba, who is a graduate from Jamia Hamdard. Of course, we have Paula, who is going to be the chairperson for today's today's discussion, and she will take the discussion and the panel discussion further. So over to you, Paula, and welcome everybody.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome everybody. Okay, so to start with, I will not waste time, and I will directly go on to Ria and Anjali. So you being the fresh graduates, and Anjali, you are still doing your post-graduation, and sorry, not Ria, Zeba. Zeba is there? Yes, Zeba. Zeba, you have completed your internship just from Jamia Hamdard. So the question goes to both of you. That how was your journey during the undergraduation, your the university, the college infrastructure? How was it? So anyone can choose to answer first. That is up to you. Who wants to? Okay.
So good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to convey my thanks to Optometry Council of India, to Paula ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am, and Nilesh sir for giving me this opportunity to share my side of the story. Um, I consider myself fortunate that I did my bachelor's from Naga School, and I owe a lot to all of my faculty that they have sown the seed of optometry very beautifully in me, and the academic front was very well covered. But the interesting part was to attend various CME and conferences on World Optometry Day and World Sight Day, where I've learned model presentations, poster presentation, I've participated in quiz. And during World Sight Day, we, as a student, participated in walkathons with posters in our hand and
Right.
raising general eye care. Um, Internship time was a turning phase, as during clinical internship, we as students are posted for compulsory rural Sunday camps, where we go and provide the eye cares to underprivileged people. And during the internship time only, I've come across and participated in Optom Student Power Group. So all in all, it was very experience-rich journey for me. Thank you.
So for me, it was a very enriching experience because earlier I had not known anything about optometry. But thanks to our teachers, so the very first day of our college, we only had a session about what optometry as a career holds for us. So every day was something new to learn, and it was overall a journey full of surprises, I would say. And thanks to our teachers, they were really kind enough to help us in the networking. And in internship, I was posted in Venu Eye Hospital, so there was a lot to learn from every one of them, be it ophthalmologists, because they were very kind and they would take a step ahead and help us to learn more from them. And we attended many camps, so it was overall a very good experience for me.
Okay, so Anjali and Zeba, can you please just elaborate how was your internship? Like, was it every month you were posted in different specialities, or like like different departments, or how was the flow? So Zeba, if you can just start, and then Anjali, if you can add.
So in Venu, we were having 15 days of posting in every department, be it for diagnostics, be it for contact lenses and binocular vision. And there was 2 months of compulsory camping. We were posted to various different locations, and we had to attend various camps. So it was overall, everyone was posted in every field to get an experience about.
And so at Naga School, the internship course is divided in six months part. So 6 months for clinical duty, and where we are dedicatedly posted in each and every department. For example, cornea clinic, retina clinic, contact lens, binocular vision. And in rest of the 6 months, we are posted to different optical outlets within the city. And this is how we learn both front, clinical front as well as the optical front.
Okay, okay, all right. Okay, so I'll be coming back to you with more questions. Now I'll straight away go to Nilesh sir.
Hmm.
So I think just to I just take 1 minute, because when I was a student, I first met Nilesh sir and Neeraj sir as quiz masters. So I think all of you in this panel will always agree that as a teacher, we have got him like maybe mila hai nahi mila hai, but as quiz master, as an inspiration to do things in optometry, we have always seen this face. So, I mean, I have professionally met him or interacted with him a lot after, but before that, I have, they were like, "Arey stage mein kitna, मतलब क्या aura hai inka? We really want to like be like him." Crowd puller. Everybody used to love him. And Neeraj sir is missing. I mean, I also kind of, he is also an inspiration. So, sir. How did you inspire this team, because they are a part of Revolutionize and your young student group. There's another group. So how did you inspire these young minds to come out and do things like awareness building and community work and all this?
Wow.
Nilesh, before you start off, this has to be recorded and shown to Aparna.
She will see that anyway on Facebook sooner or later.
Carry on.
Yeah, no, but before even I start, I think Paula, thank you so much for all those kind, sweet words. I think you made me feel really good about myself, and I feel I haven't really. So last 25 years have been worthwhile. This is what I feel now. And coming to what you're saying, how did I inspire people, etc., etc. I don't think I did that, and I don't think anyone who would who have a plan to inspire people. I don't think it works that way. And looking at these people, maybe we don't even have to inspire them. This is how good they are, the today's generation. Okay, in fact, looking at them, we will get inspired now, because whatever they have done in such a young age, probably when I was their age, I could not even talk to people like this. I was not so confident. I was not so fluent. I hadn't achieved so much that, I was able to stand in front of people, be a part of a group like this and speak to people. So I think inspiring people, you don't go with a plan that you want to inspire people. You just want to do your best. You just want to give it back to the field which has given you so much. That's how it starts. At least in my case, I'm sure Lakshmi will agree to that, that you don't plan such things. You just want to give the best version of yourself to the profession which has given you so much love, so much identity, whatever lifestyle you have, that is given by your profession, right? So that's the first part. Now I'll come to how did I find these gems. Okay, so that as you said, I've been fortunate enough that I have traveled across the country a lot, and last maybe more than 15 years I've been traveling across the country. My job profile was so that I had to travel, and that was a blessing in disguise actually. uh, the positive side is you get to meet such beautiful people, you get to meet experienced people, you get to meet young people, different kind of people, different challenges they have, different, I would say, competencies they have, different mindsets they have. So it's a beautiful aspect of the job profile that you get to travel and meet and interact with people. So this is how it all started. So whenever I've been traveling, whenever I've been attending conference and so on, uh, always after the conferences there have been some young people, some students, some fresh graduates. They always come up and they just have an informal chat with me, and that there's no agenda as such. They just want to talk, and I really look forward to that. You won't believe it, I look forward to that. I look forward to these young people, these students or fresh graduates coming and having an interaction, because even through those interactive informal chats we learn so much. The one thing I get to learn is their mindset. So when you have 10-15 students talking to you, you realize that some of them are confused. They don't know what optometry is, they don't know what all they can do, they don't have a direction. So you pick that as one thread, right? Then you also get to hear that a few of them are actually ahead of the curve. They have thought through what they want to do, etc. They are more excited to be a part of this profession, and they also have their own ideas. So some people actually come to me, "Sir, why don't you do this?" And I was like, wow, at this age you are thinking, amazing, I never thought about it, right? So this is what used to happen every time I attended conferences or visited various institutes. And then I realized just academic intelligence or just optometry within the academic domain is not it. It's not all. We need to be smart. We need to reach out to people. We need to let the public know what optometry is and how good we can take care of their eyes, etc. So that is something something that clicked to me while interacting with these people. Then a few years ago, we had a brainstorming session, and then we realized that okay, if we want to establish optometry, see the political part, the administrative part is one aspect, which I think OCI and organizations like that will take care of. But the most important aspect is public should accept us, right? For what we are, and that will happen only when they start knowing us, what who optometrists are, what they do, etc. And that is one thread we picked, and we realized that we may not be able to do much in the political domain like lobbying, etc., but this is completely in our control. And if we have a strength of students across the country, we can reach out and we can maximize this effort. This can be like वो सलमान खान का मूवी है ना, एक ने तीन को बताया, तीन ने और तीन को, or multi level marketing kind of thing. So we can reach out to more people, and this is how this entire concept started. Then we formed a group, and while working in these groups, of course there will be a few people who are more proactive, so we picked those as the leaders, and you are seeing some of them already here. These are the leaders. These have been proactive, they have been creative, and working on various aspects within the group. And I'm sure you will ask a few questions to them about what they've been exactly doing, right? But yeah, this is in a nutshell how I got to interact with them. And I'm so fortunate that I am interacting with them and I'm in touch with them so regularly, because I get to learn so much. I also get to feel young, because whenever you're with young people, you're also they actually pass on that energy to you, so you feel young, right? So that's how I enjoy that. Yeah, Lakshmi.
I think being with these guys who are so social media savvy,
Savvy.
I should say. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if you, I mean, it's not long back, right? Maybe if you take for the past 2 decades what optometry was and now, there's so much of a change in terms
Yes.
of even the people who are joining the profession, as well
Right.
as even the awareness, general awareness and stuff like that. So thanks to young minds like these who are making that happen. Then, as I said, I really learn a lot from this group, especially when it comes to creativity
Yeah, and I would say not
and
even
social
two
media.
two decades, Lakshmi. I think is this decade actually. In
This decade, yeah,
2010
yes,
onwards, I think there has been a lot
yes,
of
lot of
transformation.
change.
Lot of
Yeah,
transformation. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. And they've also made me learn how to operate social media.
Yeah.
So it's a big achievement
It
because
is.
I've
They
I've
made you
never
active,
been
right?
very
They made you active on
exactly.
social media.
Yes, absolutely. Never been comfortable with social media earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, thanks, Nilesh sir. So now coming to Ria and Hamza. Now, you guys, you have completed your degree and you are now working. So Ria, as far as I know, it's been 2.5 years you are working, right? And Hamza, it's almost been 5 years that you are into the profession. So just to understand, so you have your regular job, you have your clinic, you're dealing with patient and whatever you are doing for the profession, as in the professional front. So how do you get your time and come out of that, and then because you're part of this group, how do you really motivate yourself and find time that yes, you need to do this thing also, which is creating awareness and brainstorming about how to pull people and make the public aware of the profession. So Hamza, if you can start.
Okay, so I'd like to thank OCI for this wonderful opportunity, and I look forward to this question. See, it goes back to my schooling days when I was in diploma. So when I saw the admission prospectus, it has a detailed explanation of optometry and what an optometrist should do. But actually, in ground reality, it was way more different. People were unaware about optometry or optometrists. They would call us doctors, assistant, juniors, interns, and whatnot. But it was never close to an optometrist or the definition of optometry. Society as large, by and large, was not aware at my time. Ophthalms and even my seniors, even optometrists, they restricted themselves to the practice of refraction only. So I was like, "Arey, what is this? We have such a huge scope, and we are limiting ourselves to this particular thing." So then I felt the urge that there should be something we should do. We should create awareness. So it is definitely, initially I realized, okay, in couple of years I'll be able to achieve that. But then over a period of time, I have understood that this is a long process, and it takes a lot of hard work and efforts, continuous efforts, along with and it is not one person's job. You have to team up with people. So you need to find like-minded people. You need to have great leaders with you to pull this up. So basically, it is what is hitting hard, because whenever I'm practicing, I'm addressed as a doctor or an assistant or a junior. Nobody is respecting me as an optometrist. When I say nobody, it means from the society, my patients. So I have to explain each and every one. So I said, okay, if I have to explain the entire population, it will take years. Probably I'll not be present. So then I thought of collecting together, joining groups with like-minded people who can push this forward. So that is there, the key area where I thought of working on it. Ria, if you could add, how did you thought of contributing your time, or why do you feel it is necessary to do this?
Yes, first of all, good morning, everyone. And I would thank OCI, Lakshmi ma'am, and Paula ma'am, also Nilesh sir, to provide me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And talking of the question, I always felt that there is a need to create awareness regarding optometry and also eye care, because the common people are very less aware of it. And then at this point, when OCI and also the group, namely the OSP, that is the Optom Students Power Group, came up, and it gave all of us the opportunity and also the platform to connect with the common people. Like it was by the medium of various contents like posters, the videos, blogs, and other contents. So at this point, I felt that it is the right time to connect with the group and contribute towards this profession. And also, this platform helped me interact with many other optometrists from different corners of the country, and every one of us are really working towards a common goal, which is of the public awareness. So it really felt good to join this group, and I always love to take out time for this group. So thank you. That's
And just to add to this, how do we find time? I think you guys have already answered this. We are all tech savvy, so we know how to work across multiple platforms. And awareness, this is basically communicating part, and we use a lot of internet, social media apps, different groups to communicate with each other, shortlist people, and then project forward.
Hamza, I'll take a class from you on all of that. Okay. I think you can be my teacher.
Yeah, and also,
And yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
go
Nilesh.
on, Lakshmi. No, and also when you're passionate about something, when you really want to do something, you will find time, right? It's
Yeah,
all about
absolutely.
prioritizing. If it is your
Correct.
priority, you find time. If you're not interested in, you'll find excuse.
Right, true.
And I just like to add, Ria, you've become internationally famous, I can say, through your digital life train poster. I mean, you have caught the attention of so many organizations, international organizations, and I have no qualms in saying that proudly said this is a young optometrist called Ria Sarkar who has developed this poster.
Wow.
I think all credit to you for that, Ria. Many international organizations have actually appreciated that poster. Very informative, and I think one of the things which we had most number of hits, isn't it, Paula? Most number in terms of our social media. I think we had one of the most famous
Yes.
posts on social media was your poster,
Awesome.
Dia. So congratulations to you on that.
So,
I think all your teachers will be very proud.
It's
We
a
should
good
tell
tribute
Somin
to
sir
the
about that.
teachers on Teachers Day.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
yeah. So, Ria, talking about the posters, so you developed the digital ice train poster for us, and also you were in the team for Experience Vision Phase 1, where we developed a lot of posters. So, would you like to share your experience, how it went all, and how the ideas came to your mind? Also, regarding this digital strain, like how do you kind of put everything together and designed it? What was your thought process?
Regarding the digital eye strain poster, I would say that in the current scenario, when we can see every one of us surrounded by the digital devices day in and out, so it was the utmost need that we create some awareness regarding this digital eye strain. And this point, OCI gave us all of us this opportunity to create posters to generate awareness. So it was an immense pleasure for me being able to contribute towards this poster and connect with the common public. But yes, in this poster also, I would say that the posters and the contents which are made by our OSP members on every 23rd of the month, those posters and those collective work has also helped me guide ideas and combine those for making this poster on digital eye strain. So for this also, I would thank every member of the OSP team. And regarding the experience vision phase one, that was an initiative of OCI in creating posters like regarding eye diseases and various eye hygiene procedures. In this, we were a group of approximate, I guess, 20 members who were working together to create 12 posters. We created 12 different posters on various eye diseases and eye care. Further, those posters were again translated by OCI into 9 different languages, and they were even circulated in different government schools to educate even the teachers as well as the students regarding eye hygiene and proper eye care. So I would really thank OCI for providing us this opportunity, and this also made me interact with the other passionate team members and learn a lot of things from them. So it was really a great pleasure for me to join up the group and work for it. So
तो
I would
ये
really thank OCI.
तो ये posters भी hit हुए थे क्या लक्ष्मी?
Oh yes, big hit. If you look at one of the other recordings that we've done on Facebook, I think everybody, all the educators who participated said the posters were the biggest hit.
Oh right, yeah, I was there.
You know, yeah, the biggest hit, those posters, absolutely.
That made their
And,
job
you know,
very easy, no?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And you know, in a kind of a colorful frame where the kids understand. So that was, I think, that was the key. One was the language; it was in a local language, and second was, you know, a colorful kind of cartoons, and that kind of attracted their attention. And a very simple language, nothing very complicated, no much of technical terms or anything like that. Just very simple messages in those posters. I think that was the major key. But you know, I liked what Ria said, that her colleagues in the group were the inspiration. So it's sharing ideas,
course,
right?
yes.
At the end of the day, it comes to sharing ideas and what can you pick up from all of that and learn. I think that is something which is very, very important nowadays.
Yeah, I like that one liner which says that, you know, none of us is as good as all of us. So that's how it works, right? And I think another key message from whatever this exercise is we always think of more difficult and complicated stuff, while the easiest and the most basic, simple is something what is eye catching and which is actually more successful, right? So just a couple of lines which are conveying the message with a very relevant eye catchy picture. That's what was required to make these posters successful. And while when we always think of more content and having too many pictures, etc., etc., but that's probably not what we need. We need simplicity and something which is easy to understand for everyone.
Sharanya, who's the head of Achuta College, she's just commented, "Thanks, Ria. I think your creative posters gave entry into all the government schools."
So she's thanking OSP group and Ria.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you.
Okay, so coming to Anjali, Anjali, you are both kind of into the revolutionarized group as well as the OSP group. So you were also a part of the Experience Vision Phase 3, which was, creating career counseling of optometry. And you have also written blogs and developed videos for awareness. Would you like to share your experience and thought process with us?
Sure, ma'am. I've joined Optometry Optom Student Power Group since its inception. So earlier we were 150 students. Then we have grown to now 235 members approx. And it's always the teamwork. I would like to congratulate and say thanks to each and every person who have actively contributed their bit, be it in Mythbuster groups, be it in video. So we have divided the OSP separate groups. We have 5 or 6 groups, saying OSP bloggers group, OSP mythbusters group, OSP memes group, videos group, and PR groups, so that we can reach out to the maximum people. And in each and every group, what we from the conceptualizing the thing to make it the final poster or video, it is a teamwork, and everybody take out the time to contribute in it. And talking about Let's Revolutionize, I've recently joined the group, maybe since 6 or 7 months. There are many people working towards it already, who have already contributed in it. I would like to say thanks to Manini Didi and Yashashvi Didi, the founders of page Let's Revolutionize, and our superhero Sakina. Without them, it won't be this impactful video or poster making things. What the only problem or the challenge I would say is, we all are from different countries. So when it comes to make a project work, we have to come together to take out time. So we are in different time zone. We have to work in a group, connect in a video call thing, and then conceptualizing the thing. Then make we have to make sure that we are creating and collecting the best content for it, then assembling it in an impactful way, and then portraying it. Then we have to we what we do is we share the same thing in final group, to make sure that Nilesh sir also comments that yes, it is sir gives green signal that yes, you can go and post forward to it, and then we post it. So this is how in a group we work together and we create content.
So even before Paula, you take it away, just one point I want to mention here is, at this age, in the beginning of career, they are actually doing so much that some of us are doing now. For example, challenges with international time
Exactly.
zones. They already have this
Yeah.
challenge. While we had that while we were working with international colleagues, they're doing it
Correct.
now.
Yeah.
So they are so much ahead of
Absolutely.
the curve already.
Yeah, and I think all the viewers on Facebook also should go and see the videos that they have created. OCI has hosted some of those videos in our, because we found it so useful, so simple to a common man, that I think as practitioners, whoever is viewing this, I think as practitioners you can use that to educate your patients. They are so simple. Some of them don't even have language; they only have text and cartoons, so it's very easy to understand. And I think that's where I said the creativity is something another level. I mean, yeah, I just can't imagine, because when we graduated we were like, theek hai, kaam mila hai, karte chalenge, that's all. Nothing, nothing really groundbreaking, or nothing, what to say, as much as what you guys are doing. I mean, hats off to you guys, seriously, hats off. And as
Yeah,
I said, that for Teachers Day, I would definitely, attribute all that learning to you guys.
yeah, and the content they have developed, it is like available free. It is like there's no restriction. Everybody can use it. It is like if we just have to, forward that to maybe our patients, our family members, and like look, see this video, how informative it is.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
more and
Yeah.
more use of these videos
Yeah.
and.
And on behalf of all these children, I can call them children, I just want to say that if you pass on anything, if it is a poster, if it has a logo or something, don't try to cut it. Just let the children have at least that much credit for
Yeah.
doing such beautiful
Absolutely.
job. You don't lose anything by forwarding it the way it is. You don't need to edit it. Let them have at least that much. They're doing it only for the profession. They don't do it for money, nothing. That's the minimum they can have. They feel good when they see the group's name. It's not even their individual name most of the time. So let it be, guys. Just encourage them.
Yes,
Yeah,
Anjali.
and as I said, I think it's such a tool to practitioners. For practitioners to use that for their patients, it's a huge tool, and I would encourage all practitioners to try and view these videos that we have hosted, and actually make use of them to educate their patients, and even kids, small kids as well.
Yes, Anjali, you wanted to say something.
Yes, ma'am. And I would like to thank OCI for the experience vision thing, the career council program. the challenge was to approach it. It was very fruitful journey. It made me confident. It made me approachable. So we have covered 5 different higher secondary schools in Ahmedabad, where we have approached the colleges, the you know what we say is semi-college or schools, where we have presented videos and PPT, and we have counseled students and made aware of what optometry in general a career is. And what we have seen is they students were interactive. They were not just listening; they were asking questions, and they've given the feedback forms as well. And during the master's journey, what I found is I meet many friends over there. They have taken phone numbers so that they can later on, if they find any difficulty and if they can connect for optometry. And I've literally seen them coming to my college and saying, Didi, I'm taking admission. And this is just because you did the counseling in our school and I got to know about the optometry.
Oh, great.
Wow. Wow. That is really something. I think you should write this up as a project, Anjali. Seriously. I think
Thank
it
you,
is
ma'am.
it's really something which is worth writing up as your experience in the entire thing.
It's very insightful.
Yeah, very, very, very insightful, and especially when you've influenced. One thing I've seen is if somebody like me or my age goes and talks, they're like, "Arey yaar, aake bore kar rahe hain, professor jaise baat kar rahe hain," and all that stuff. But it's so different when you guys go. It is like, okay, somebody of our age is trying to talk to us and tell us what their experience is. Maybe we should look into it. The curiosity is much more when guys like you, I think, go and talk. So thanks for influencing so many minds.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the opportunity.
Okay, so
Nilesh, you need not duck. You are of a different league. The age doesn't affect you, so don't even duck.
okay, so so I will just divert a little because we have been talking all positive, that the end result is very good, but then there definitely will be more like challenges which come on your way, on your way. So, okay, I'll start with the senior most, because you need to have some leadership quality. You need to show them, or bring them at least सबको एक table पे लाके बैठ के, like agreeing to this. Okay, we want to do this, and go forward with this plan. So, Hamza, how do you kind of deal with the challenges, and what are the challenges first, and how do you deal with them?
So, when you talk about optometry, bringing a group together, the initial challenge, it was first the part is we have to explain our optometrist what is optometry. So I think that is pretty much well taken care of by our activities which we are doing on every 23rd, and we have multiple groups to communicate among optometrists. Now the major challenge for us is to take this forward to society and common people. Common people, they have no idea, they have no background, and when you talk technical terms, it becomes very difficult for us. And then you need to have passionate optometrists working to create content which we are going to forward it to those people, and we have to approach them. Now, as an optometrist, if I have to approach anybody with an optometry background, it is pretty much easy for me. But when I have to go and talk to different societies, for example IT tech companies, so it is an altogether a different aspect for them, and then you have to start from scratch. And then many a times you don't even get entries. Now if I have to get something published, the news editors, the print media, so these are the areas where we have good content, but we are not able, but we are not getting good limelight to publish those. We are not getting a great contacts. So this is the major challenge which we are struggling. Getting the team together is one aspect which I think we have taken care by communicating with the team at personal level. This is how we deal with them. So the optometry core team is ready with us, but then even after developing the content, many a times we are not able to reach out maximum numbers. Sometimes the editors, they deny it because it is not an easy part to communicate the same thing to them, to get them on the same page. Okay, this is going to benefit them, or this is worthwhile to share. So this is what we do face, and I would really like if anybody can help us out in reaching out to public with our content. So we have OSP, Optometry Student Power Group. We have a Let's Revolutionize group. We have OCI. We have multiple groups. So if anybody has any contact who can help us reach general public or different professionals, so we would be very happy to join you guys. So just let us know if you can help in this area.
Yeah, I think
I
this is
think
a,
that's where, yeah, that's where OCI, yeah, you and me are telling the same
yeah,
thing, I
it's the
guess,
same thing.
Nilesh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where OCI can help, Hamza. Absolutely. I think, as long as, the content is authentic and stuff like that, and we acknowledge the contribution by whoever's created it, I think we should definitely make it available to as many people as possible. And, what to say, share it with as many people as possible through via media. So once you get that via media, it can be either corporates or NGOs or anybody else who's really willing to take that content and make good use of it. Basically, to create more and more awareness. I think those are avenues where maybe OCI can look at and then help you guys as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshmi.
So
I think that would be great if OCI can assist these youngsters in doing that. And I would personally also like to appeal to all those who are listening. If you have any contact in any media channels, whether it is a local newspaper, whether it's a national level newspaper, whether it is blogging sites, like in the public domain, not within optometry, we are reaching out to common public now. So any bloggers, any newspapers, any EU newspapers, any journals, wherever we can have these informative articles, posters, whatever published, I think that's how we'll reach out to more and more people. So if you have any
yeah,
contacts, please, please,
absolutely.
please contact any one of us that you're listening to. I'll be happy to receive those contacts. I'm sure Lakshmi and Hamza would also be very happy to receive, and we'll take it further from there. So please help us.
Yes, and Zeba being the youngest of the lot, what is your experience? Like, do you really have face challenges, or it is like nahi bola hai to karna padega aisa types?
I think before Paula, before even getting into challenges, Zeba, maybe you can just brief us about what your group does. Otherwise, the
Yes, yes.
bloggers group.
So the bloggers group, it is a group of 30 people right now. And what we do is we decide one topic for every month. And the topic is the hot topic, we can say, which needs attention currently because people take eye care for granted. So when we had the topic, the digital eye strain topic, it was very relatable at that point of time because everyone was having the eye strain at that time.
Right.
So the reach was maximum to that. So on every topic we content is created within a span of 10 days or 15 days, and that is posted collectively on 23rd, which is on every platform, be it blogging site, be it Instagram or Facebook. So our goal is to reach the general public. So our presence within the youth, that gave us a boost in awareness programs. And because increasing use of devices also caught the attention, so targeting the audience became really easy for us at that time.
You have your own blog, the group's own blogging site also, right?
Yes, it's named Optometry Student Power only, and it's on WordPress.
Okay.
Nilesh, Sharanya is asking, how can students join OSP group?
So as of now, we have kept it very informal. There is no structure as such, but any student who is interested just has to WhatsApp me, and if there is space in the group, we add them. It's as simple as that.
I
Uh,
think to
one
all
one
the
one
educators,
criteria to that. Sorry to interrupt. One criteria to joining the group is they have to be active. They cannot just be quiet and silent in the group. Otherwise, they'll be removed from the group.
So that happens. So we have to have a we call it as a cleansing drive, where every month or every couple of months we see if someone is not couple of months, but every 3 months probably, we look at if someone is not active at all. Then we have to give chance to the other people who are more excited and more enthusiastic to work, because the group I think has only 255 or 256 maximum members, and we reached the full capacity actually. So we had to do that. So the
Okay.
person has to be active, enthusiastic, and just WhatsApp me, and that's about it. Lakshmi, I think I'm just getting very excited to read this message. Someone has messaged on Facebook, Karthik Baredia, and this is like music to our ears. He says that listening from the UK as a practicing optometrist, inspired by your ambition and successes. Congratulations. So this is for all of you guys and those who are not here but a part of the team. See, people from outside India also noticing the lovely work that you guys are doing.
Yes, yeah, I did see that. Yes, yes, it is music to our ears. Correct, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
Paula, sorry, continue.
Yes, one more post I just want to read. This is, I think, for Ria. Ma'am, from FB post also, many juniors from old school messages to know more about optometry courses, and I'm very proud to say that 3 junior joined in BOptom in the last 2 years with my guidance. And this person is Sovik and wants to thank the OSP. Okay, I think he's in the OSP group and
Awesome.
he's thanking Ria also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Paula, you can continue.
Okay. Okay. So, Lakshmi ma'am, do you have any questions for them? Otherwise, I'll just maybe go on to Hamza for something more.
No, I just wanted to ask that, see, when, let's say you get uh, 4 or 5, maybe this is to Nilesh, Anjali, Ria, and Hamza. When you get 4 or 5, let's say, creative stuff, and where all of them may be equally good, then what do you choose to do on the 23rd of March?
Okay, so let me answer that. So what we do is we don't have a restriction to content. We look at the quality now. We have a we're looking at a very strict quality control. So the grammar, the language, we should not cross the line. All these things we look at. And then if there are more, let us say, products coming out of one group, we use all of them. It's not restricted to one or two. So if there are 5, 10, 15, whatever it is, we post it on 22nd evening. We post it on the main group, which has over 200 people. So whatever they like, they share it on their own individual platforms. And that is why you see on the Facebook on 23rd, you see so many different things being posted on 23rd. So if I like, let us say, out of 50 things, I like 5 things, I will post those on my wall on 23rd. So there is no restriction to the
Okay.
number of content or whatever number of posters or memes or videos, but the quality is more important, and whatever whoever likes can spread that. Now OSP team also has their own YouTube channel, own Insta page, own blogging site. So these contents are posted on these channels as well, and then individuals pages or pages accounts. So whoever wants to pick whatever, they can just feel free and post.
Okay. No, I also wanted to appeal to this group, before we kind of look at other questions, that whatever ideas you have for World Sight Day, where you think that, this could be something current and which we can do, because, I'm not boasting, but I can say as OCI, we can garner some support in terms of industry and other people for it to be multiplied into a bigger activity. Like if you're thinking of doing something on social media for a small group, or maybe at some activity in 2-3 cities, OCI can get the support to multiply it into maybe 20 cities, or make it more bigger. So how do you scale it up is where I guess we will play a role in. So if there's anything for World Sight Day, where I thought something like digital eye strain and stuff would be good with the current current situation in mind. So if anybody has anything, any ideas, both the groups, yes, you're absolutely welcome to share, but it needs to be like sometime this month, so that we can work on it and you carry it forward. That is time is definitely one of the things that OCI needs to we work on very closely, because when we have to approach people for support and stuff, it is a process, which happens. So in terms of, having signing an MOU or something like that, or
Right.
having an agreement. So all that procedures, it takes time. So the earlier, the better.
So I see a great opportunity here because see, considering the current situation with COVID-19, I don't see too many on the ground activities. I think most of what we do is going to be virtual, digital, right? And I think these youngsters are really really good at it. So it's a great opportunity to collaborate once again. Last time I think we did with walkathons, etc., and they were really they were a hit actually with the mascots and all. They went on very well. Unfortunately, this year we may not be able to do something similar to that, but because these guys are good at and techno savvy, maybe after the discussion we can connect again and let's collaborate and
Yeah,
make
on
it bigger
something. Yeah.
and make it
The
bigger.
mascots were a huge hit. The mascots were such a huge hit in all the places that they went. And in fact, in some places, people didn't want to throw the mascot. The schools, some of the optometry colleges took it back,
It
and
was so
they
cute.
said, we want to, yeah, we want to have it and run videos and stuff like that to increase awareness, either in hospitals among the public or something like that. So, which was really nice. I thought it was so nice of them. That gesture.
It made us won the Vision 2020. Like I won the first prize for presenting this idea. So thanks to
Oh,
them,
wow!
we presented this as a idea that we did for World Sight Day, and it
Congratulations.
really appreciated. So okay. To the entire group, I just want to ask this, that what more, like to reach more public, to do more awareness, what are your future plans? What do you think that you should do more, or what help do you require? Obviously Hamza has approached, that we know. What else from the other panelists do you feel that you have in your mind, and where do you see yourself in the future, that what will you be doing for creating awareness and doing this community work? So who wants to answer?
Anjali, you want to go first, maybe? And then Zeba, and then the others, maybe.
Alphabetically. You're muted.
Sorry for that. So yes, so earlier we were 150 participants. Then we have grown to 254. Earlier there were some people who were posting for 23rd every month on their Facebook wall. But now we have seen that we have divided the OSP main group into the subgroups, and we are working on the same theme, entirely in a group and creating content. So I think we have seen the growth, and we're reaching to maximum of people, and now everybody from our relatives also know that yes, something is coming up on 23rd, so she will be posting something related to her fraternity for her profession to her Facebook wall page or Instagram page. So we'll be creating more of impactful posters and things like that, and we'll try to reach out to the maximum people. That's how we'll go.
Zeba?
Okay, let's go across. Yeah, let's.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I agree to what Anjali ma'am has said, because awareness is the key. But for that, we need active participation of not just students but also professionals also who are working. So if we have active participation in not just creating content but also spreading the content, that is the best way we can reach out to the general public. And if we can get the good infographics also, because Google is the source of information, but to find out the correct information, it becomes a task for us. So we need
You muted yourself.
You're muted
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
Zeba.
fine, fine.
to make people more aware about eye care and optometry.
बाप रे, ये लोग अभी से इतने डिफिकल्ट वर्ड यूज करते हैं यार लक्ष्मी.
I know,
Infographics
it's
and all that. क्या
infographics.
है? You
No,
want to
I
give us
was just
complex or
thinking.
what?
No, I was just imagining, if I had somebody from the ministry or health ministry or something sitting here and listening to all these guys and
Yeah.
saying, oh, we need to, I mean, they would be like saying,
They'll be
okay, I
blown
think we
away.
need to employ all of them.
Okay.
Blown over. Yeah, absolutely blown over.
So move
Seriously.
across to Ria and then Hamza. Ria?
As per me, I think that if every optometrist, like be it an optometry student, a practitioner, or an educator, if everyone makes a common motto, a common goal, that they spread this eye care and about optometry to the common people, then we can reach a large mass of the general public. And also then sooner or later, we may also see a time when the common public will, like they know about the common professions, like be it of a teacher or an engineer, doctor, they will also be self-aware of the profession of optometry. And this is the ultimate goal that we all are working towards.
So first, I like to add to Zeba uh, infographics. So basically, if you do a Google search and if you use hashtag optometry or optometrist, in top 10 searches, our keywords come. So every 23rd, we use hashtag optometry, eye care, optometrist. So if anybody is searching in with those keywords, our post and contents comes in. So definitely the right information is passed on to general population. The other part is, first we are doing our groundwork, we are doing our homework, we are cleaning our house, we are educating youngsters, people who are joining optometry, that know optometry is a wonderful profession, we are guiding them to right channel. Once we have a dedicated group, we are planning out to reach to ministries or to other professionals, and to create what actually an optometrist does, and everybody should know, everybody should address us as an optometrist. So these are few of our future goals which we are working on.
बाप रे,
Great.
तुम लोगों ने डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में कोर्सेज किए हैं क्या?
I know
नो
exactly.
ऑल द वर्ड्स यार, and search engine
Th-
optimization and all that.
There is a question about, what OCI is doing with the ministry and other things. I would definitely like to answer that, but today's forum is not that, because today's forum is more concentrated on, the youngsters and what they are contributing towards the profession. So I'd definitely like to have happy to answer that in a either through email or through a reply to the person who's asking. So thanks.
So
Any other questions are welcome. Over to you,
meanwhile,
Paula.
meanwhile, I can just add to what Hamza was saying, So basically, our vision is very simple. We want every person who requires an eye care walking into an optometry clinic asking for an optometrist correctly. It is as simple as that. So the line is so simple, right? That every person requiring eye care should walk to optometrist and asking for an optometrist. We all know how difficult it is to achieve that, but I think the goal is very, very simple in just one line. And if we achieve that, I think we would have done something remarkable. If we can achieve that, okay, every person knows what an optometrist is, I think we would have achieved a remarkable thing, and I can retire at that point of time.
We are working towards that, Nilesh, actually,
Yeah, so
and to answer one of the comments also, we are working towards having people being interviewed who are optometrists and who have achieved something in their careers to answer simple questions on eye care. We are kind of trying to do those interviews over the next few weeks
awesome.
and post that as information for the public. So, which means they'll say that I am an optometrist, and then somebody asks questions saying, how do you clean your eyes, or when do you have to examine the children, how often do you have to examine,
Right.
can everybody wear contact lenses, and things like that. So as an optometrist, when you answer all those common questions, then the profession also tends to get noticed a little
Notice.
bit. And
Absolutely.
so that is something we are trying to do over the next couple of weeks. So that answers some of the comments also that's been coming on Facebook.
So this is where we want to reach. Everyone knows what optometrist is, and for that, I think every optometrist, be it a student or practitioner, needs to do their bit. So whether doing a great job in an eye care, a proper eye examination itself is one step, right? So if you do a great eye examination, if the patient is happy with your service, obviously you are doing advertising of your profession without even saying anything about it. So that itself is one thing, and we would want you to introduce yourself as an optometrist. I think that also goes a long way. If every optometrist introduces himself or herself as an optometrist, I think that itself is a very good and important step. So yeah, very basic simple things that we want all of us to do. No rocket science, just that this great profession has to be established in people's mind as well, not just in terms of politics or regulation or profession in the government. I'm talking about people. That's what we want to achieve. Uh,
See,
Paula, I think,
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I think, Nilesh, see, whether, the once the awareness creation, if we can get that fire going,
right,
and continuing that fire over a period of time, at the end of the day, all the people in this frame are the ones who are going to get benefited at the end of the
absolutely,
day,
absolutely.
indirectly or directly. So once I think that fire starts igniting in everybody and starts continuing in, because ours is a large country with a large population. Once that effect, chain effect, keeps
Right.
continuing, I think at the end of the day, all of us are to be benefited from that, right?
Absolutely, and the overall standards will improve, and even
Yes,
each and every patient will get benefited as well. Eventually, we'll have a standard protocol. Standardization helps everything, right?
yes,
So
yeah.
probably it's going. Looking at a larger picture, it's going to be a win-win for everyone: patients, government, optometrists, we as professionals, students, everyone will benefit eventually. So, Paula, before you wrap up, I just want to say a few things for OCN as an organization, but more importantly to both of you. I think you're doing a phenomenal job, first of all. Uh, some of these things get unnoticed. Some of these things, um, they don't get unnoticed, but people don't really appreciate what you guys are doing. So, what I want to say here is even spotting a talent itself is a big thing. Not everyone can do that. वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, कोई जो जोहरी होता है वही हीरे की तलाश कर सकता है. So that this is a very important thing. Hunting the talent, identifying the talent, it's a big thing, and giving them a platform of this sort where they can interact with people across the country is a big thing. And why just across, outside the country as well. So it's a big thing, uh, identifying the talent, nurturing the talent, and giving them a platform. These are seriously big things, and you guys are doing even without making any fuss out of it. It's a big thing. It needs a big heart to do that. And someone like Lakshmi, who's so senior in this particular profession and in the field, she still talks to the youngsters as if she's their classmate. It's a big boost to all these guys. They feel good about themselves. They feel like a part of the big family. So it is really really important, and she's willing to learn from you guys. This itself is something which you should be proud of, and you should be privileged. You should feel lucky and privileged that you guys are getting these opportunities. It's also, with great power comes great responsibility. So it becomes your responsibility, it becomes your accountability to give even more to this wonderful profession, and I'm sure
Actually,
you're there with it.
Nilesh, it's the other way around. I'm definitely learning a lot through the past, as I said, through past 2 years, when I'm seeing whatever these guys are developing and coming out with and all of that. And why make a fuss? It's about the profession. So what's
Yeah,
the
but
big
not many
deal? What
people understand that. That's the difference. You're right. You and I think alike, but not many people
you know
understand this part.
it's uh, yeah, see, I'm being selfish in that way, I would say. My return on investment is the profession to grow. So everybody will
So
ask,
it's a
what's the
good
return of
selfishness. I
investment?
wish all optometrists are selfish like this. It is good.
Yeah, yeah, basically, as I said, so if the profession grows, all of us here benefit. So
Exactly.
what's the big deal? What's the big fuss about? And such
Agreed.
good work, great work being done by these guys. Absolutely. Hats off to all of you. And as I said, I have never come across a group which or anything that I've worked with this group for the past. I would say ever since the project started and all of that, I've never come across anything saying, why should we do this? I mean, what's in it for us? Why should we contribute? That's never been what to say, the first stepping stone, which I have come across with maybe some elderly people or other people saying, okay, if you want me to do this, what's in it for me, kind of a thing. But that's never been with these guys. So that attitude, I think, as I said, I learn from these guys a lots to learn.
That is so heartening to hear.
Uh, uh,
Paula,
I, I,
madam.
ha- I have a question for Lakshmi ma'am, Nilesh sir. A lot of young optometrists, they are very hesitant to communicate with seniors or put up their ideas. How do we convince them to be free and speak with seniors at least? So how do we go about that process?
See, with Nilesh, nobody will be scared.
Initially they have
With me,
hesitation.
I can
लोग क्या
understand.
कहेंगे, क्या सोचेंगे? So that
कुछ
is
नहीं
there.
यार, सिर्फ email लिखना है बस.
See,
It's as
fortunately, we
simple
are
as that.
available on different platforms. So, and this has been
Yeah.
happening. Many people just WhatsApp. See, some people may not have number, but on Facebook page, many people can write on your Facebook Messenger, Insta messages. So there are many channels to communicate, and I think today's youth are more, they're bolder in terms of approaching people. You're right. There will be still a few people who are still hesitant, but one-on-one it's easier than in a group. So I think I would appeal to them that if you want to connect with us, you can always send an offline message, and it's I generally respond to all the messages that I receive sooner or later, and I'm sure this is with other people, some of the other people also. So don't hesitate. You can see the examples right in front of you. These people have, they did not have that fear, and see where they have reached now. And there are so many who are not on the call right now, not on this frame right now, but who are working equally well as these guys are, and sooner or later we'll see them also somewhere like this. So this is where you can go. This is what you need to give back to the profession and the society. So please don't hesitate. Just pick whichever channel you are comfortable with and approach us, and we will definitely get back to you.
वो कहते हैं ना, there is nothing called as a stupid question. So पूछ लेने का क्या होगा
पूछने में क्या जाता है?
हाँ,
पूछने में
वो
क्या
भी
जाता है?
शेर नहीं बोल रही है. हाँ?
Awesome.
बंगाल की शेर नहीं बोल रही है बस.
Awesome. I think we have slightly overshot the
Reached
time,
our
Paula.
time,
You okay?
yeah.
You want to just wrap it up now?
From me, it's a like huge thank you for all of you to accept the invitation in a very short notice. I know I keep bugging everybody, mail nahi to WhatsApp nahi to fir I'll call and I'm like karo jaldi karo and all.
Right.
So sorry for that, and thank you very much for all coming together. So I'll hand it over to Lakshmi ma'am to do the closing.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Paula. And yeah, actually, you know, although Paula is one of OCI's colleagues, she also is part of this group where she comes up with ideas, and she keeps telling, "Ye karna hai, ma'am, ye karna hai, ma'am, ye karna hai," and all that stuff. So it's nice to have a colleague like that who always keeps pushing me.
Paula is the
So,
fuel actually.
yeah, absolute. Of course, sometimes वो भटक जाता है, you know, in the
ज़्यादा
wrong
fuel होता है,
direction.
fuel ज़्यादा होता है कभी-कभी थोड़ा.
Correct. So I'll have to say temper ko thoda, you know, cool down and things like that. But as I said, I learn from this group, so it's not just the OSP and revolutionary. I learn a lot from her as well, from Paula as well, because she comes up with some of excellent ideas, you know, excellent stuff, and not limited to just saying, oh, it has to be OCI or something. If it's even just related to eye care, she comes up with good stuff. So I think we are fortunate, Nilesh, to be working with all these youngsters.
That's what I
the great
consider
thing.
myself, and that's what I've been doing.
Absolutely.
I don't know since when, because I just
So
love doing this.
thank you. Thanks to all of you. And Hamza will just definitely work forward, both Anjali and Hamza will work forward in terms of what we can do for the coming World Sight Day and ideas and stuff like that. We really need to get that up as much as possible to reach as many people as possible, so that they know that eye is something important and they need to take care of their eyes. And you know, and optometrists are one of the people who take care of their of the eyes and stuff like that. So let's make it big. Let's make it big as much as possible.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Ending on that note today, and thank you on a Sunday, you know, taking your time and being here. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. People might say, "Arey yaar, ye young log hai, unko kya kaam hai Sunday pe?" I'm sure you all have your own chores on Sunday, you know, because that's the only day you get. That's the only day you get. So thanks to each one of you, and thanks to all the people on Facebook who've logged in. I think we got a very, very great attendance today, being with all these youngsters. 122. Oh my God! I think that's
awesome.
That's quite overwhelming, I should say.
Lovely.
So thanks to all of you for listening. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Please reach out to any one of us, and all of us will be happy to, you know, answer and take any questions. So thank you.
Before we just log up, I just want to share this with everybody on Facebook that we are now also present in Telegram. We have a group which is named as OCI members, and we are kind of urging everybody who to join the group, because we will be sharing optometry content on that. So that is a closed group, and people can join it. So that's one information I want to share.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
you can post the link, Paula. The link for the Telegram, you can post it and people can join. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks,
Bye
everybody.
everyone. Have a nice
Have a nice
Sunday
Sunday.
and
Yes.
take care of
Yeah.
yourselves.
So